Hi, Lamb-like here, or Leela here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a year. Hello. Hi again. I have new hair. That's one difference. I live in Southern California, no longer Germany. I lived in total in Germany for 4 years. I was there for a 6-month study abroad in Hamburg, and then I was there for 2 years in Oldenburg. The first year in Oldenburg, I was studying a master's degree in psychology. Then I quit, and then I just studied German at the university in Oldenburg for a year till I got hit by a car. Was a bit, not all there for a little bit, and decided to go home, recover from just the whirlwind that was my life at that time. But I had a great time. Even like leading up to the car accident, I even had tickets to my first soccer game in Germany, which I never got to go to a soccer game. Still sad about that. But anyways, yeah, one day. And then I met a German guy in Southern California right before the pandemic began, 3 months before the pandemic began, and decided spontaneously to move with him to Germany when the pandemic began in June of 2020. Then I moved back to Hamburg, where he's from, and then found a job working in a social media marketing agency. Good experience. My time in Germany, I miss it really bad. It just, on my dog walk earlier, I was thinking of the things I missed from Germany, and I almost started crying because it's like every part of my time in Germany, there's like different chapters of my life. So it's like, I look back at different times of my life, so it's not really Germany anymore, it's like parts of my life. So like the first bit was like the study abroad, exciting, just so exciting that time where it's like, everything was organized by the university, all these social events. So I met like my best friend there who was also American, and we just had a blast all over Germany, just traveling. We like traveled to different countries. And so I think that's my first point probably on the list of what I miss from Germany is the times of my life that, because now I'm 30. When I first went to Germany, very first time was just traveling while I was studying in London. I traveled to Berlin for a week and then Frankfurt for a week, where I went to a techno party, Big City Beats in Frankfurt. And before that was in Berlin doing couch surfing in hostels. So this was a time of my life that I was really spontaneous, really brave. Now at 30, I don't think I'm gonna be hopping to different hostels, but I had a blast. The couch surfers who were German I met, that was like a big part of why I fell in love with Germany, because they showed me their city. They gave me tours, bike tours around Berlin, and then anyways. Also, I'm back on ADD medicine, which is why I'm able to make a video again. There was a shortage for a year and coffee just stopped working for me. Dating not the right guys when I got back from Germany. Anywho, that's for another video. I'm going to make a mental health video because I've been figuring a lot of that stuff out lately, and I hope to help people in the future. Okay, on with this video. I know you guys clicked for a typical German versus American cultural difference video, but that's probably not what you're getting right now. A little background of my whole life. I miss Germany. I miss that excitingness of Germany, the tours. Like, you can so easily go to every single major city in Germany and go on a free tour, and then of course you give them a tip after. But I mean, that's what I did before the pandemic. I don't know if they probably still have it now. And I miss public transportation, just being able to get on a train, a bus, easy peasy, go visit another. Like, I remember I was just not in the right, like I'm always going through stuff, which I'm going to talk about in a different video. But at the time, I was needing to get my mind off stuff when I was living in Hamburg. It was like right around finals week, and I couldn't study. Like, it was just too distracting what was going on in the city, and I needed to just get out. So I booked myself a Flixbus and went to Kassel, Germany, which is like little known cities that you don't hear about when you're like touring around Germany. Kassel was beautiful, so beautiful. Oh my gosh, such a tiny town, but like surrounded by forests and just the coolest literal castle on the top of the hill. I wasn't even fit enough to walk up the giant fountain that was there when the kings and queens used it. So the history of Germany, definitely missed that. That was awesome. I did a solo World War II trip while I was there. Nuremberg, left Germany, went to Normandy, and that's another great thing about Germany. It's like so central from everything. So you can go to, which I did, I went to Amsterdam, Copenhagen, France. Didn't get to go to Austria yet, really would like to. I went to Poland, really liked Poland. Yeah, okay, and then Oldenburg, the bikes, like that's a point on my list is I loved that the bike lane in Oldenburg was a lot of times on the sidewalk. It was just so convenient, and I miss bike riding. I don't really bike ride now that I'm back home. I just drive my car everywhere, and I didn't have a car in Germany. And I don't know if I would have driven if I had a car, because it's just so convenient not to have a car in so many places in Germany. I mean, I'm dog walking every day and stuff, and I'm going to the gym, but yeah, I kind of miss the whole bike riding culture. Hamburg, I was also riding my bike, but that was way scarier for me to ride my bike in Hamburg versus Oldenburg, because it's just such a bigger city, way more cars and bigger streets. And although that was post-accident, because I developed PTSD from getting hit by that car in Oldenburg, didn't realize that till I got home from Germany, actually, how bad that had gotten. I think the pandemic kind of exasperated any little issue I had, which I think it did that for a lot of people, I heard. But, lake culture, oh, Oldenburg lake culture. Yeah, I don't know, that's weird to miss that. Like, well, of course you're gonna go to your next nature place. People do that here too. We have like the beach, which I could go to and I don't go to, but I think it's because I just need more friends, which I'm working on. I miss that about Germany. Since I lived there for so long, I developed a friend group, and it's way harder to meet a friend group back in your hometown, home state, because you no longer have something so specific to identify with people. Like in Germany, I could just go to Americans in Germany, Americans in Hamburg, or whatever enter city here Facebook page, and boom, post, hey, anyone want to go XYZ? And then all of a sudden you get like 20 comments from people who are really awesome living abroad, because I think people who are willing to travel abroad are like, we have like kind of similar mindsets probably. We're like really curious about other cultures, and so we already have that in common. So yeah, I miss that about living in Germany, how easy it was to make friends. Here it's trickier. It's definitely trickier. In Oldenburg, I miss the shocking cultural differences, like watching people change into their bathing suits at the lake, like the Germans who don't care at all. Here we're like so shy about nudity and stuff, that we would never change and get naked on a public beach or a public lake. I just can't picture that happening. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, but I like miss that, like just the people just, they don't care so much about all these little things. What they do care about, which is a point on my list, it's gonna be on the things I don't miss about Germany and on the things I do miss. So I miss having someone to demand that I lock eyes with them when we cheers, when we're having shots. I realized every time I'm taking a shot with an American, I don't go out that much, but when I do, I've noticed that is such a giant missing piece of my German soul, is having a German there to say, no, you need to have eye contact, otherwise, and then whatever phrase they say, which it just like, I don't know, it annoys me a lot, which is why it's also on things I don't miss about Germany, but it's like, it makes me miss it. I'm gonna cry. Whew. Okay, I didn't expect to get emotional. When such a large part of your life is from a different culture and place, you just tie so many good memories. Like on New Year's, I had all my, like a couple German friends. Like they're so cute. Germans are so cute. They send like Happy New Year's texts. Like I don't have American, like that's not common for Americans to do that. And they're so cute. The Frohes Neues Jahr texts. Adorable. Just friggin' adorable. So yeah, I miss that culture stuff where like, the people are just so nice, and the friendships are deep. Anywho, okay. Try not to get too emotional or weird in this video. That's why I've been avoiding uploading, because it's like such a touchy subject, moving away from Germany, moving back home, and knowing I'm not going back to Germany. At least I have dogs, so at least not for the next 7 years, because they should be alive, or at least for the next 7 years, and I love them so much, which is why I struggled in my last 2 years in Germany. Actually, no, in Oldenburg I also had the dog, so that's why I was very much struggling in Oldenburg. I never talked about it on YouTube because I just didn't want to be personal that much at the time. But now I'm gonna try not to be like too scared of being too personal. Cigarette smell! That, I noticed that just last week. I was driving with the windows down and there was someone like on the sidewalk who was smoking a cigarette, and I got a whiff of it and it's so disgusting. It's so gross, like the cigarette smell to me. But for whatever reason, in like my ex-boyfriend, when I had arrived in Hamburg during 2020 to live with him, when I got out of the airport and we walked out of the sliding doors out of the airport, I was like, it smells like Hamburg, it smells like Germany. And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, that cigarette smell. Like, it's this weird, pleasant cigarette smell. It's like, I wouldn't say pleasant, but it's not like repulsive like the one from California. I don't know what cigarettes you guys are smoking over there, but they're different, they're nicer. And I only smell that smell when I go to Germany. So I miss that cigarette smell, it's so weird. Dancing and techno. So I get the urge to dance so often and I don't have anywhere around here. Not if I want to drive more than an hour. I don't live in a big city. So I think if I'm living in a big city, I'd have more like electronic clubs probably, but I don't. And even Oldenburg, it's like the same size city, I think, around where I'm currently living, and Oldenburg had techno nights, or I'm pretty sure. I mean, Oldenburg mostly had a lot of these disco places that mixed rock and then hip hop. It was very strange. I'm not used to that. Here we have usually just dance music and they stick to that. I don't usually hop to different types of music. Anyways, but yeah, I miss the German techno, amazing German techno. On TikTok, there's some Berliner techno people that are going viral and they've been showing me that on TikTok, and then that gives me that like nostalgia from being in the electronic clubs. But yeah, I think Germans are really good with their music skills. I miss Tschüss. When I'm in the grocery store, I feel so awkward at the end when I'm cashing out here in California, because I want to say like Tschüss. Like I still want to say something, and you just walk away. There's nothing to have a nice little finish to your session there. They usually say have a great day, and then you say you too, or there's nothing said. And it's those times when there's nothing said, I really would like to say something like Tschüss. So yeah, miss that about Germany. And then within that, speaking German. I miss using my German. Like, I spent such a long time trying to speak German and I don't get to use it, which is why I keep uploading to my ASMR channel, by the way. Liza Lila is the name. I'll link it down below. I usually go a month or two without uploading, but yeah. Minimum 2 months I upload to that channel, and I usually study German because that's what I enjoy doing. But I hope to upload more now that I'm on ADD medicine. I can finally get stuff done. It was hard previously, but getting hit on in bars. I mean, I like in Germany how you can go out on a girls' night and you're not gonna get creeped on. Like, yeah. My friend and I, we wanted to have a girls' night. We got all dressed, got ready. We want to look our best. We go out, and without fail, someone comes up to us that we don't want to talk to. And I mean, if there were people like within our age, okay, fine, like maybe, like, but they're like, you know, in their 50s, and I'm like, okay, I love the confidence, but we were just trying to have a girls' night. And then they get like really offended when you don't reciprocate, and anyway, so I miss, like, in Germany how the men just kind of leave you alone. It's kind of nice. They care about what's going on in the world. That's a big one. I've been doing a lot of dating since I've been single, and yeah, I noticed there's quite a few people that don't care what's going on in the world, which was like surprising to me. Like, whoa, they don't like check news sites. But then again, I went to a university here in Southern California, and I'd never checked news sites until I was in my like world studies class, and she told us like that's something you should be doing, is checking news sites. I kind of wish I never did, because it's sometimes it's, you know, ignorance is bliss. So I'm not sure on that one. I still obsessively check the news like at least a couple times a week. But I just noticed a lot of Americans don't really care too much what's going on outside of our little bubble here, at least the ones I've been going on dates with. I don't have the best choice in men, I should admit, so don't take my sample as representative of all Americans. So, especially Southern California men are, yeah, they're special breed. I miss the men in Germany, okay. They're just like the traditionalness. Here, that's on the list too, is the whole dating multiple people thing is the norm here. And I don't function that way. So like my German ex who I was with for 2 years, because I knew that's like in Germany, like you're expected when you meet someone to have like, you're not dating multiple people at the same time. And because I had done that on accident when I was like 22 with a guy who was my like next door flatmate or whatever at the student dorms when I was studying abroad. Anyways, long story short, he got mad at me because I was still like going on dates with other people and when we were also starting to get to know each other. And I was like, oh, sorry, I mean, in America, you ask for exclusivity if you want only that person. So if you, in the US, if you don't ask for exclusivity, if you don't have that conversation, it is expected that the other person is going to continue to be open-minded to dating someone else. Doesn't mean they are guaranteed going to be dating someone else while they're talking to you. It's just, you can't get mad at them because that's expected. So that's the culture. I don't like it because I love to focus all my attention on one person, which I don't think is also the healthiest, you know, to like put all your eggs in one basket because then you go nuts, you think too much. So I think there's like a balance and stuff to this whole thing, but I can't help it. If I have feelings for someone, I physically cannot give anyone else the time of day. So anywho, I miss that because it's been tough to like be into someone and then them not like reciprocate it, and because it takes like a few months for someone to figure out if they like you in that kind of way to make it exclusive. So it's just like a lot of anxiety for me. So I kind of, and let me know if you're German and around my age, because I think every decade, I don't know if it changes, but is it still the same in Germany? I don't know, because like TikTok and like we're all so connected and there's all these like dating coaches, which on TikTok I've been getting all the American dating coaches who are saying what to do, what not to do, or whatever, and then it's starting to give me the German ones. So I'm actually kind of curious. At first I was annoyed because I was like, oh no, it thinks I'm in Germany. Because like my German's good, but it's not good enough for me to understand the fast speaking German coaches on TikTok. But yeah, I am kind of curious. Are they giving the same advice? Okay, fine. I'll start watching them and make a video about it. That does sound like a good YouTube video. Comparison, my little research project. I didn't finish that. The German guy I was with for 2 years, he asked me to be his girlfriend after 2 weeks. So that was like a huge shock to me because I had told him like I was explaining to him when we first met, that's how it works here, just letting you know, I know you're new here, that girls are expected to date other people unless you ask them for exclusivity. And then 2 weeks later, he asked me to be his girlfriend. I thought that was so cute. Yeah, that's not gonna happen with an American guy. Nah, I don't know, maybe. I mean, in high school it happened to me, but I haven't experienced that since I was 16, so. I like how Germany is a lot more affordable, groceries are more affordable, traveling was more affordable, although I heard that even Ryanair is like expensive these days, but I think the pandemic kind of switched things around, so I don't know. I miss the bakeries. I miss going into the bakeries and having reliably really good bread, which I didn't like German bread when I first got to Germany. It was kind of an acquired taste. I think after so many Germans pushing it down my brain that the American bread's bad quality, blah blah blah. It's not supposed to be squishy bread. Like hard bread's a good thing and stuff. So I think, and then like once I like learned how to like just enjoy the bread, put the butter, whatever on it, like I started enjoying it. So yeah, I don't eat bread these days. I try to avoid bread because it kind of hurts my stomach. But if I want to treat myself, I want to have a German-like kind of bread. And one of the best presents I ever got was a German friend of mine shipped me a German, like a package where you can make your own German bread. It had like all of the ingredients in it. You just had to like stir it. It was like amazing, wow. And then I had a German friend visiting me at the time and he said it was like authentic. yeah, it was like good German bread, the one we made in my oven. So I miss my mozzarella tomato sandwiches. I would always get the little caprese sandwiches from the German bakeries. Like every single one had it usually. That's all 10 points. And then some. I probably said a few more than 10, I don't know. But I hope you liked this video, and comment down below if there's any questions you might have. Like I'm thinking of doing a question and answer video, although I'm kind of a stranger to you guys at this point, so I understand if there's no questions. But yeah, I think I'll work on the things I don't miss from Germany, although I don't like being negative on YouTube. Anyway, okay. I'll see you guys later.